about this course. Let me just take a few minutes. Now, what we will learn is, say, in about 3 lessons, you should be able to create a website, a functioning website. It's that easy. It's not difficult. It's just a little bit of technical stuff. Things might be new. And what we're going to do is we are going to code along. That means as I show you certain things, you have to do it on the spot, code along with me, right? So that's how we learn it. And then if at all you miss anything, I would really appreciate if you could say, repeat, please. Because I have to keep repeating because this stuff is new, okay? So when I say code along, it just means it's simple English letters, that's it, all right, with some signs and all. But it's already ready-made for us. So you don't have to be an IT expert. You could actually copy and paste these codes from the website, which is already available free for us, right? So there's lots of free stuffs in the internet, and I'm going to show you how we can actually use these resources. That's what we're going to do. So now I'm going to take you step by step, all right? And then you just need to practice a few times. It should be okay. Now, before we actually create the website, you should have a rough idea of how you want the website to be. So although you may not be so ready today, you may not have imagined it today, but maybe by next week, you should have a rough idea of how you would like the website to be. Now, also, I must remind you that this is not a one-off thing, meaning it's not like a flyer or a brochure that we previously did in our training. It has to be a long-term, consistent kind of training, because once we create a website, then we need to create a core team. Wherever you are, whichever country you are in, whichever state or wherever you are, you need to have a core team where they can continuously create, update, maintain, and change, keep adding stuffs and so on. So basically for the first 5 sessions, I must try to make you an expert in how to put the codes together and create the website. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Maybe if you're fast enough, we could even do it by the 3rd lesson or the 4th lesson. Okay, so that's possible. And then I will teach you how to upload into the real functioning website, make changes from time to time, because some of you might be having monthly, weekly programs, you want to update them. And I must also show you how to actually get traffic or people coming into our website to actually see it. There's no point having a website and there's nobody coming to see it. So that's a waste. Okay, so these are a few things you need to keep in mind. All right, thank you. So let me just take you through. If there's any question, let me know. All right, you can actually just unmute yourself and just ask me. All right, if I don't see the chat, or if I don't see someone's chat, somebody please remind me. Okay, so now first thing you need to do is you need to have what I call as the sublime text. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. So this is the sublime text. So that's how it's going to be. Okay. All right, so if you can see my screen, it's just a black gray screen. You should have this. Okay, so if you click it, you should be able to locate this thing and click it open. Are you able to do that? All right. So could you just try that? Are you able to do it? So make sure you're okay. All right. So again, I'm going to show you that. So this is our main text editor where we are going to type our codes. right? So I'm going to share that again. So what you need to do is you need to have this text editor. Make sure it's somewhere you can easily open it. I have placed it at the bottom taskbar. You can place it anywhere, maybe on your desktop. That's fine, right? Okay, so so everybody's okay. You're able to download and open Sublime.
Brother, this is Yogesh. Can I ask one question quick?
Yes, please.
So, is this training using Sublime Text? Because some of us may be using some other editors. Like, for example, I'm still in the middle of using Weebly. So, how do we mod?
Weebly, sorry, I'm not sure whether it's a Weebly. Is it a content management system?
Yes.
Okay, so that's different. Okay, let me just explain to you what we are doing based on what Brother Yogesh is asking. Now, there are two kinds of things here. What we are doing is we are actually building a website from scratch. Then there's another thing called as CMS, or Content Management System, where people have actually built it for you, and you can actually take things and put them together. And all right, okay, you can actually take things and put them together and create your website. That's fine, right? But right now what we are doing is we're going to write from scratch. From zero, you're going to start. So therefore, you actually need an editor. A Sublime Text is one of the editors, but there are many other free editors. So answering you, Brother Yogesh, you will need an editor like Sublime Text. But there are many others, but I'm going to just stick to Sublime Text first. All right, so it's good if you can just download that, and then we'll start writing. Okay, hopefully I've answered you on that. Okay. So let me just go through. So you need to have this text editor. Okay, now, next, what I would like you to do is I would like you to create folders. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to share you my screen again. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is maybe on your desktop or anywhere, you can actually create a new folder. Okay, you can do it anywhere. I'm just showing it to you here. New folder, and let's give it a name. Let's call it as website development. Okay, so that's fine, or website USA, that's fine. Whatever you want to call it, let's create a folder. All right, okay. So can you do that? Can you see my desktop right now? Okay, I hope you can see it. And I've created a folder. Let's keep this folder here. And let's click it open. Let's click it open. And I'm going to wait for you. Yeah, okay. Somebody wants to say something? Okay. So create a folder, all right? Something like this. Create a folder and then click it open. And in that folder, create two more folders, right? Okay, you can just create another folder. Hopefully you can, all right? You can just click a new folder. Okay, and call it images. Images. Now, we need this folder because this is where we want to store our photos, pictures, whatever image that you want to upload into the web page. So we need this. So every image, photos, pictures that you like to have on your web page, you must save it here. Is that okay? All right. Now let's create another folder. Now you try this first. You can call it images, but make sure, let's call it images. Yeah. And then create another folder. I'll wait for you. All right. So new folder, create another one and call it videos. Videos, right? So I'm having a S at the end of the video, so you can just follow, but it's up to you, okay? But let's make it standardized, images, videos. So when you create a web page, you might want to upload some videos. So all those videos will have to be saved here first, right? So we need all images and videos. Let's put them here. Is that okay for you? All right, okay. So now we have got our folder, website USA. And inside that, inside this, I've got 2 folders. All right, I'm going to give you a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes, to make sure you're okay. All right. Anybody is having problem creating folders, let me know.
Brother, can you create these folders while online with Zoom? I can do that?
You can. You can.
But I don't even see my document.
You need to reduce your Zoom. Reduce your Zoom. All right. Reduce your Zoom. Minimize it. Minimize it. Don't close your Zoom. Just minimize it, and then.
Okay, I'll try.
You try and see. Okay. All right. Okay.
Brother Nanda, let me ask you 2 questions. First one is, does it make a difference when you are actually doing the programming if you do it in capital, like you put the titles in small case letters, right? I mean, does it make any difference when you're doing, like programming or something, if you put it like in capital letters or?
Yeah, it does. Because the codes are case sensitive.
Okay.
Which means, capital and small letters. So I suggest you standardize certain place you want. If you use capital, then when you code it, make sure it is same because it reads it differently. Yeah.
Even if I put the title, like at the beginning, I put the, website dev, I put it everything in capital letters, but I saw that you just put it in the screen as a website. Only the first capital, the W.
Oh, the folders does not matter. This folder does not matter. Okay. But this, because this is just a overall folder, that's fine. But what's inside, you probably want to standardize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thank you. And the other question is, while we are actually doing coding, are we using internet resources or not?
We are going to use the internet resources.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just programming because I have like a limited space in terms of bandwidth, so I have to make sure that. Yeah. Now, can I actually do the same work like if I have 2 computers? So, is there any way that I can do that in a separate computer? I guess it shouldn't be a problem, right?
You could watch the Zoom and do it on a separate computer. That's fine.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm assuming. Yeah, Brother Yogesh. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you could do that. I'm just reading the chat, Brother Yogesh. Okay, fine. Okay, so I'm going to take you through now. Let's move on. All right. Okay, I'm going to close this stuff. All right. Let's keep this folder here. I'm going to open my subline. All right, so this is my subline. You may not have this thing. Don't worry about that. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, all right. So this is probably what you're seeing. So the first thing we want to do is save this empty file. There's nothing here. You need to save it. So let's save it. Okay, you can use a shortcut keys if you want to, but let's save it as. I'm going to click this thing at the top and I'm going to just save it. All right, where is it saved? Control Shift S if you're using a Mac. All right, so use your command. Sister Radha is asking me a question. Sublime text is unregistered. That's okay. It's just a text editor. It's not a software which is going to transmit anything, or it's nothing like that. It's just a letter pad. It's just a pad, a writing pad. That's it. Okay. So I'm going to save this stuff. Save as, please. Save as. All right. Save as. Go out of it and save as. Click Save As. If you can't click it, just Control Shift S, that's fine. Okay. And look for the folder which I've kept in my desktop, website USA. Make sure you save it in the correct folder. Click that. Okay. So you should see these two images and videos should appear. Now you need to save the Sublime as index.html. Could you do that? And please save it. Now this file is going to be called as HTML. HTML, please save it once you've done that. So it should appear right under the images and videos. So index, make it small letter, please, because it's case sensitive. Index.html. HTML is a language that the internet or Google browser understands, or any browser understands. So that's what we're trying to do. It's a language, and we call it as codes. All right? Okay. So I hope you're okay. All right. So I'm going to save it now. If you have any problem, just let me know. Done.
Brother, where are you saving it to again?
I'm going to save it in the folder which you have just created, which is, yeah, it has to be there. All right. So I'm going to show it to you again. So if I click open the folder, you need to do this correctly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You should have this 3 coming up. Is it okay?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Good. Now, once you have this, try clicking, double click on the index. What do you see? Let's try, okay? All right. So this is your web page. Again, I'm going to show it to you again. So I've got images, videos, index. If you double click on it, that's how you open your web page. Double click on it and it opens. So later, after we have typed our codes, all you have to do is just double click on it and then it opens. All right?
Excuse me, Brother Nanda.
Yes.
When I saved index on my computer, it saved it as an Edge, not as Chrome. And when I click on it, it's asking me, how do you want to open this file? And it's giving me a list.
Always use Chrome, because Chrome is the most up-to-date for website browsing.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. That's a good question.
Would it make a difference if you have your internet browser configured with Edge, would it make a difference?
It might when you do advanced programming. Maybe not in the beginning, but it's always best to use Chrome, because Chrome reads most of the codes. Edge may not read all the codes.
Okay, so how do I actually change? Because like mine is appearing with the Edge sign, so I guess I may have to resave it or something, right?
No, if you right click on it, then you can
open it up with Chrome.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. Okay, you try that.
Brother, where can I open the image and the other in File, Edit, Selection? I didn't see it.
Yeah, you should be able to see.
So when open Sublime Text, I have a File, Edit, Selections.
No, sorry, you need to, what you're saying, you're asking me how to save, is it?
No, I want to know how I can open the new file that you do in the desk.
Okay, so what you have to do is, if you click the Sublime text, do you have the Sublime text opening like this? Okay, so good. We have not done anything yet. So you just hang on, I'm going to show it to you now. All right. Okay, so if you have this and you have this name at the top, index.html, then you're on the right track. So you need to get this right, and then after that, it's going to be quite smooth. Okay, make sure you have this right at the top, index.html. So that's the first step. So if you have it, you're on the right track.
I don't
Brother,
have it.
I'm also having a problem getting it on Chrome.
Okay, sorry, what are you saying?
I said I'm also having a problem getting the index on Chrome.
Okay, doesn't matter. Use H for time being. It's all right. Maybe in the next second, third lesson, we can change it, switch to Chrome. All right.
Okay.
So doesn't
Okay.
matter. Okay. All right. Let's start getting into the Safari is fine. Safari. Somebody's asking. Safari, I think is fine. All right. You can try it, but you need to be. Some Safari may not read all the codes. So if you can change it to Chrome, it would be great. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not a Mac user. So if you can change it to Chrome, it will be good, but you can try it on Safari first. Okay, all right. So let's move on. So next part, I'm going to take you into I'm opening a Google browser. Okay, and I'm going to show you, Safari may not work for you. So Maria Paula is saying Safari is not working for you. Good. So please try to use Google if you can. Okay, please try. Okay, all right. So now open Google and please type Bootstrap. Can you type Bootstrap, please, and open that Bootstrap, B-O-O-T, Bootstrap. It can be 4.6, doesn't matter, or 4, doesn't matter. All right. So let's put 4.6 and enter. You should see Bootstrap 4.6. Now, what is Bootstrap? Bootstrap is the package free of charge for developing and programming all websites. And it is mobile friendly. So we will use Bootstrap, which means you can see it in your laptop or your mobile. All right, I'm going to open this stuff. Okay. I'm going to click, please open it. And you should see this. Okay, I'm going to wait for a while. So you type Bootstrap and then click it open. You should see this. Now, what is Bootstrap?
Downloading, no? Not downloading, only open it.
Just open Bootstrap. Okay. No downloading. This is free internet resource. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is, this is all the codes that you need to create any advanced website. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to this search. Can you see the search on the left-hand side and just type that template? Type template called starter template. All right, and click that starter template. I'm going to wait, please click. All right, type template or starter template, that's fine. Click it open. You should see something like this. If you're seeing it, good, you're on track. So what is this? This is the template which speaks to the browser, to Google, to Edge or whatever, to Firefox. So what you need to do is just copy this thing. Can you see this copy thing here? Copy. Just copy it. All right, just click on it. Click on it. That's it. I've copied it. Okay, once you have copied it, okay, I'm going to wait 30 seconds. So once you see this, so all these are codes. Don't even bother about what these are. Okay, that's not important. This is the communication part. It's talking to Google. All right, so I'm going to copy it. You have copied it. Now open.
Can you see a copy option? Where do you get it?
Right hand side at the top. Copy here.
I don't have that.
You should have. Do you see a starter
Oh,
template?
yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Okay, everything has to have a copy. All right. Now open your Sublime and just paste it here. All right. Paste it here. You can paste it here, or you can use your Control V. Can you see? I'm going to undo it. So mine is empty.
I think I got lost a little bit just now. My computer froze. So I just want to get back to when I went to Google. That's a little way back. I typed in Bootstrap, is it?
Yeah, Bootstrap.
B-W-T, what is it?
S-T-R-A-P.
Right.
And enter.
Enter.
you'll see Bootstrap 4.6.
I'm seeing V4.6
Yeah.
by
Yeah, click it, click, open.
Yes.
And then
Not
at the
correct.
corner here, you will see a template. Sorry, you'll see the search button.
Search.
Search
Correct.
here on the left. Yeah, please type template.
Template.
Yeah. All right. And then you'll see a starter template. Please click on that.
All right. Starter template. Yes.
Yeah. And once you see a starter template, just copy it. Copy. Can you see copy? On the
Actually,
right
I
hand.
also couldn't find a copy button, but I was able to do select and right click
Yeah,
and
fine.
choose
Just
copy.
select everything. If you can't see the
Yeah.
copy,
Not
all right.
seeing copy.
Copy until the bottom HTML. Make sure you don't miss anything.
So we are copying from the first line, doc type.
Yeah, doc type up to HTML. You can either do that or there's a copy button here. All right.
Oh, yes. I'm seeing the copy on the right
Okay,
side.
fine. So now
Copy.
then, once you've copied, go to the subline. All right. Go to the subline and just paste it here. How? Control V. All right. Or you can be or right click and just paste it.
Okay.
Right click and paste it. So you've got this stuff here.
From
Okay.
1 to 29. Okay.
Okay, good. 1 to 29. Yeah, exactly. Good. Now, so this is your template. Now look at this top part here. There's a dot. Can you see a dot at the top here? And then when I go across it, it becomes a cross. Now a dot means it is not saved. So every time you paste something, you need to save it. All right. So I'm going to press, look at this dot. I'm going to press Control S or Command S for Mac users. And then it will change to X cross. I'm going to do it now. Control S. Can you see I just saved it? Okay. So once you save it, it becomes a cross. You must save it. If not, it won't read, will not read. Okay. Now, okay, you're done? Good. Now, look at this. So there are many things. I'm just going to go through with you a little bit. Now, let's take a look. Look at number 12. Number 12, number 3. Let's understand it a little bit. Number 3 to 12, there's a word here called head. That's a head. Let's give a little bit spacing here. I'm going to put my cursor here and enter twice. Let's push the body. Yeah.
I didn't get how to get the cross, please.
You just have to press Control S and then it becomes a cross. Saving it, save it. Cross means it is saved. Dot means it is not saved.
Control S.
Yeah, Control S, fine. Okay.
And
now,
and
what I just did.
Are we saving? Where
Yes.
are we saving? In the image or in the video?
Index.
Or
No, it saves in the folder automatically.
saves in the okay.
Yeah,
Great.
automatic. Okay, now at number 12, please put your cursor and type enter. Just give some space. It doesn't matter how much space. It doesn't matter how much space. It doesn't read spaces. Okay, so now I've got this body at number 16. Okay, it's fine. Now, what is the head? The head is the information where the browser is going to read. And that means, let's say if somebody says Brahma Kumaris, they type in Google. So what Google will do is it will check the head of every website in the world. And whichever website has got that Brahma Kumaris in the head will be selected and shown to you. You understand? Now, why is this so important? Now, the first thing you want to do is, can you see this at number 11? That's a title. So now I'm going to change this hello world into a title. I'm going to type Brahma Kumaris. See, and I'm going to, once you type, please type. Can you follow with me? Type it. I'm going to wait for you. At number 11, there's a title. Type Brahma Kumaris. Okay, and save it, please. Control S, don't forget. Now, why is this important? Because now anyone in this world, if they type in Google or any browser, Brahma Kumaris, that Google is going to go and look for who's got this name, and then it's going to open your website. Now, however, if you call it Peace Village and not Brahma Kumaris, then Google is going to have a problem. So now, if you want Brahma Kumaris and you want Google to look for Brahma Kumaris and also Peace Village, you might as well put Peace Village there. Can you see that? So that's the first thing of how Google calls this web page to the viewer. However, now, of course, you can type any stuff here, but you need to be strategic, meaning do not put something that the user is not looking for. And you see now, you may also want to type meditation. You can put it front, back, it's fine, because now there are 3 keywords. Can you see? Meditation, because someone will type meditation. Someone else might type Brahma Kumaris. Someone in US might type Peace Village. So now Google will read this or read this or read this, and then show the web page to people. But if you put Raj Yoga, let's say you just put Raja Yoga, and people just type meditation, now Google is not going to pull out or show your web page, which means it's a waste. All right, so that's the first step. You want to get this correct. However, you don't need to be too long now. Then later on, I will let you know how to put things in between here in the head, so that whoever the viewers are, when they type something, if those words are here in this head, Google will show it to them. Right? Okay. So let's say someone types relaxation for busy people, but it's not there. It's not there. So Google is not going to pull out your page first. It's going to pull out someone else's page. So therefore, what you put in the head is how you pull or call the traffic. What I mean by traffic, users to view our web page. You getting it? So this is why you don't get people visiting the web page, because your head, the head section, is not properly set or written. You're getting the important stuff here. Now, please make sure you've saved it, Control S. Okay. Okay, so that's very important. For time being, we just call it Brahma Kumari's Peace Village, all right? Okay, or whatever you want to call it, fine. So that's the head. Now, you don't type unnecessary stuffs in the head. What you need to type must all be only in the body. And the body starts at 16, ends at 31. So you can give a space here if you want to, all right? Just to have some. Okay. Right.
I just have a quick question.
Yes.
So is it that like you can type in as many different things as you feel are useful for like what someone might search in Google? Like you can just keep typing things in, or is there a limit? Or
you could, but the place to type need not be the title. It could be somewhere else. It could be in between at number 10 or number 7. I will show you that later. Is it okay? So, but there's also other rules. Google will make your page pop up first if the header at number 17 and what's in the head appears to be same. Is it? So normally what most people who are developing web pages will do is they might have a different title. Like let's say you might have, let's say I'm going to delete number 11. Let's say you just have Peace Village, but then the first sentence in your body, what can be seen in the web page, doesn't have Peace Village. So therefore, Google may not want to show this page first. So you need to have something here and here almost similar. I'll come to that, all right? So, but that's a good question and it's a valid question because that's the most important stuff. You want to get people attracted and coming to your web page, right? Hopefully I'm answering you. Let's save it again. So I'm just having Peace Village. Doesn't matter. You can have anything. Okay. Good. So let's move on. Yes.
Okay. For something like Peace Village, so would a search for peace or a search for village also bring up Peace Village? And I'm just wondering, do you need to put them in parentheses? Or?
It will. However, look, there are millions or billions of people out there who might have used the word peace. So your web page may not be the first one to appear, but it's in that millions suggested by Google. And people may not even see it. So generally what people are going to click is maybe the first 5 suggested by Google. So we have to make sure our web page pops up in the first 5. So that's the best way. We must try to do that. All right. I hope I'm answering it on that. Now let's move on. Let's save this stuff. Is it okay? Let's save this stuff. Now, what people are going to see is whatever that is written in the body. All right. Now, so right here, I've written, or it's already in the template, which is called Hello World. So that's what's going to be seen. Now, 19 onwards, I suggest let's create some space, push it to maybe about 26, because those, I don't want you to touch them. Those are instructions again to Google. So let's not do anything to that, okay? So whatever we type and we want people to see should be in this space here. Whether it's an image or a video, we're going to place them all here, okay? All right, let's save it again. So now, so right now I've touched Hello World. Let's remove this Hello World and let's type, what do you want to type? Brahma Kumaris? Let's type Brahma Kumaris. Type a bit longer, that's fine. Peace Village, yeah, that's fine. Or whatever, all right. New York, is it New York? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I've typed this. Can you see that? Let's save it, please. Could you just type? Could you just type it? All right, I'm going to give you, say, 30 seconds. Please type it, and then I'm going to show you how to view it. All right. H1 stands for header. Header number 1. That's it. I'm not to worry. I'm going to show you all this stuff. Okay, so now remember, whenever you type, what you type and what you want people to see should be in between. Can you see this opening, what do you call this, brackets? Let's call brackets, okay? Opening brackets. And then you have to close it at the end, brackets, and there's a slash. That means it's closed. So you need to open brackets like this and then close it. So if you don't close it, it will not read. So that's the thing here. Everything you open with the open brackets, which is already here for you, has to be closed. All right, so let's save it now. Let's save it. Okay, so now let's go back to our folder. Remember your folder? All right, I'm going to take you into my folder. Where's your folder? Here. Let's click that open. Okay, you see that? Now double click on the index. Double click on the index. Can you see you have created your web page? That's it. So you should be seeing this stuff. Are you seeing this stuff?
Sorry, I don't know how to create that index.
All right. No, we are not creating. Do you have this in your folder?
No.
Open. Did you not create your folder?
I have the folder, but I did not create this index when you were doing. I didn't understand that.
Ah, okay, fine. Good. Now, so if you have not created the index, so do you have this video?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have this subline. Is it as colorful as how it looks on mine?
Yeah.
It is? Is it written
Yes.
here index.html at the top?
I actually renamed it differently. Template.html.
No, you
Okay,
don't. You want to? Fine. You want to do it template? That's fine. Okay, but let's follow as index, but it's okay. All right, so what you do is you go back to your folder. Do you have template here? Do you have the word template?
No, I did not create this Chrome file here. How to move it? I don't know.
So how many folders do you have? You have images, you have videos?
Yeah.
Videos?
Yeah.
You have. All right, good. Okay, fine. So go back here, go back to your subline and save as, please. Save as.
Okay.
All right. Save as. Okay. Please type index.html for those who have not done it. All right. And save it, please. Index.html and save it. So that's how you do it. Okay. Please do that immediately. If not, it won't work.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. So once you do that, refresh or reopen your web folder. You should see index. Please double click on it. You have got your sentence. Okay. So this should be happening. Anyone is having problems or anyone is seeing this thing happening? Anyone has got this? Yeah.
Actually,
I can see that.
Brother.
Okay, thank you. Good. Somebody saying something?
I got a question.
Yeah.
I can see when I actually open browser, I see that on the top of it, it appears the name that I actually put, like Meditation Brahma Kumari's Peace Village, right?
Yeah.
But the header, like the one that you put, like Brahma Kumari's Peace Village, New York, it doesn't really appear on
All right, good. So good thing.
I'm wondering if it's because of the space that I
No. Okay, let me explain to you. Now look at my subline now. Number 11, title. So you have typed Brahma Kumari's Peace Village, correct? In the title, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Meditation
so that,
Brahma Kumari's, that's what I did.
Fine. So this title, I'm going to take you back, is going to appear right at the top like this. Okay, here.
Yes,
correct?
that's what I can see.
That's a title. So this title is important because that's how Google brings your page forward. Okay, now if you want to see something in the body, in this white space here, then you must make sure you are typing. Look at 16. It has to be in this H1 section. Type below the body, then you'll see it happening. So, okay, so if you're seeing this, yeah, probably you have typed everything in the title. So you need to type below in this body.
It's got to be below. Okay, but I have to put H, open the brackets and then put H1, whatever.
Okay, I'm going to show that to you. Okay, hang on. All right, I'm going to delete this. All right. So since we have already started, let's redo it. All right. So everybody can actually delete that. No problem. Please delete that. Okay. So let's do it together. So I'm going to start now teaching you how to type. Okay. All right. Ready? Now just type H1. Just type H1 and press tab button. Tab key. All right. And again, press tab. That's it. You got it? I'm going to show it to you again. So this subline text will help you. So again, H1, type H1, press tab twice. 1, 2. You've got it. So it has already opened it for you and closed it for you. Now you type Brahma Kumari's, whatever you want to type. So that's your header. Okay, so
I'm sorry, I'm lost on the tag.
Okay, again. All right. So H1, please. Did you get H1?
I did that.
Okay, now press tab button once. Tab. So you should see this, right? You see that?
The tab.
The tab. Yeah, TAB, tab. And then press again the tab.
Got you.
So now please type. Now, what's the title again? Peace Village? it's best if you can have something similar.
Okay.
So now Google reads that faster, and probably it validates that this is a valid website because the title and the body seems similar, same. All right. So now you can type Peace Village Brahma Kumaris. Okay, good. So now let's save it, please. Save it. All right. Go to your folder. Go to your folder. Please go to this folder. It should be at the bottom taskbar, and double click on the index if you want to.
Sorry,
Yeah.
please take button.
TAB. It should be above the caps lock or somewhere on the left. Is it there? TAB button.
It might be 2 arrows in 2 different directions if it doesn't say tab.
Okay, if it's not a tab, then you might as well type it like this. Okay, so H1, okay, right? And then if you can see the tab, it's good.
Okay, now I got it.
All right, please save it. Okay, good. Now, if you go back to Google, all right, you see? Now, refresh. That's what I just typed. So refresh it. You don't have to open multiple times. Once is enough. And then you just keep refreshing it. You should change. Now, let's try it again. Type something else. Type something else. Now, this time, I want you to type H2. Try H2. And please tab, TAB again. Tab, all right? Type something else. What do you want to type? Meditation for health. Fine. Type. All right. Okay, so these are the basic stuffs. Once you get this, then you should be good. Okay. So H2, save it, please. Don't forget, save it. Open your browser again. Can you see? Now I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to refresh. All right. See, I've typed H1, H2. And I'm going to refresh this, see what happens. Meditation for health. But this is smaller in size. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's because H1 means big font, big size. H2 is slightly smaller. It has got up to H6. Would you want to try it out? Now, please try for me H3.
I'm sorry,
H3.
Brother Nanda, when we created that index folder, index.html file, index.html, did not appear as a Chrome. It doesn't have an icon of a Chrome.
Doesn't matter. What does it appear as?
It opens in Visual Studio. And
okay, so what do? You right click on it. You right click. Okay, maybe you can right click on it and open with.
Open with Google Chrome.
Yeah, Google Chrome. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
Okay. All right. Doesn't matter. I know the first day is like, okay, it's a bit slow. That's fine. Okay. The rest of you, could you just type for me H3, H4, H5, H6? Just test it out. All right. And make sure you save it. Just get used to it. H3. Type something else. Anything. Just paste anything. What else is there? Relaxation technique.
Brother Nanda, like there is a, sorry.
Yeah.
So while I'm using it, oh, where is gone? Somewhere there was a note about this that thank you for trying Sublime Text. This is unregistered evaluation version. Although the trial is on time, license.
No, just cancel it. Just cancel it. It doesn't matter. It's just like I mean, it's asking you to, would you like to try a better version where you need to buy, but we don't need that for time. Relaxation technique, please type a few more and save it and just check what happens each time. Okay, just want you to get used to it. Refresh it each time. Okay, it gets smaller. Okay.
Just a quick question, Brother
Yes.
Nanda.
Yeah.
When I go typing on the program, you're skipping like number 16 and 17 is together. You skip 18. Is there a reason for that? And
no, it doesn't matter. You can skip as many lines as you want. It doesn't matter. I'm just making it neat and tidy so that it's not messy. It doesn't matter. The
Okay,
space doesn't matter.
And yours look really nice and bright, and mine look very dull. How do you get it like?
Wait, do you have the yellow color and red and so on?
Yeah, I have the colors, but they're a bit dull. Yours is bright and nice.
Maybe it's your brightness of your laptop screen. Maybe it's that.
Okay, I can.
Okay.
check.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Now, please type something. All right. So, what else is there? World Spiritual University. Now, I would like you to just type and make sure you're okay. So, everybody's okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Now, fine. So, you've got, okay, I'm going to get H6 here, H5. Good. I'm going to just paste it again, Peace Village. Copy and paste it here. I'm also going to have H6. Okay, I'm going to paste it here. So this is what I just did, H1 to H6. So all these are headers. I'm just showing you this. You can use this, but not necessary. All right. So let's learn that. Now then, okay, let's see how it looks like. Make sure you save it. Don't forget. And refresh. Okay, you should have all this. So this is how we type on the page. Okay. Now, on the other hand, if you have H1 to H6, I think you've understood this, how to type. You could also type by using P. I'm going to do this now. Please watch. Okay. Those who have not done the H4, H5, H6, it's okay. Do it later. Type P and tab twice. All right. Tab, T-A-B. P stands for paragraph. H stands for an header. So you can type something here. What do you want to type? Okay, so let's type something. Okay, I'm just going to type some. Okay, right. Can you see? Save it. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. Refresh. Can you see that? So this is a paragraph. So if you want your text to be small, you can use P, which stands for paragraph. If you want slightly bigger, that's header. Okay, so these are the basic rules. H1 and P. You okay with that? Good.
Brother Nanda?
Yes.
I would like to know, for the French language in the HTML, can we use the accent that we have in French?
You can. You can.
No problem? Okay.
No problem. You can type anything you want. All right. Okay. All right. So that's, yeah.
Sorry, I got a complementing question on that. So I see that on the header, the first, I think the first line appears as the language, right? This coding that appears in the index, like let's say that I want to create a page with this similar index, but I want to do it in whatever, I want to do it in Portuguese. Do I need to change that header that says English and switch it into Portuguese and start typing it in Portuguese or in Spanish or whatever, or not?
No, you can actually, okay, I will show you. Just a minute. Okay, I am going to open, let's say, all right.
Translate.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to show you. Can you see? All right. I'm just, let me show you. Okay, so let's say I remove this and I just put French or Hindi or something. Okay, and I'm going to save it. See what happens. The letter comes out. All right. So if your keyboard, I mean, you can just type it in French, and that's what's going to come. So right now, this head here is actually tailor-made for any language. And once you have done your web page, you can have even multiple languages. That means you can have it in English. With just one click, it can switch between French or Portuguese or English. That's also possible.
Okay.
So I will show you that soon, or maybe on the 5th lesson, 4th lesson.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I'm
So
Shanti Nandabai.
yes.
At the top of the Sublime text, where it says right after doc, type HTML, HTML language EN for English.
Yeah,
So
it is for English.
That
It
doesn't
is.
mean anything except for the language that we see here is in English.
That's right. That's
I
right.
see.
Okay. But I will definitely show you how to actually create the web page in different languages. All right. So that's possible. For right now, let's use English, or I mean, English letters, whatever it's here. Okay. Okay. So you've got the H1. Okay. So I've saved it, and this is how we type. Okay. All right. Good. So I hope you're okay with that. Now, what I'm going to do is let's actually create our web page right now. Okay. So I'm going to delete all this. I'm going to delete all this. Okay. You can delete, or another way of not deleting is to press Control and the / again. Yeah. Control. See what I'm doing? I'm going to press Control and the /. So when I highlight and press Control /, it doesn't delete, but it just like don't read this stuff. That's what it tells. Okay. So Control, if you press Control /.
Sorry, Brother Randa.
Yeah.
Nanda. I'm using Mac.
It's Command /. Does it work in Mac?
/ it's right.
/ is this.
Okay.
It might work in Mac, sometimes it may not. I'm not sure. Okay, so all right. So once you have done that, or you can just delete, because I think you know this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to delete this stuff. Okay, all right. So now let's keep some space here, and I'm going to show you, or let's create our first web page, proper web page. All right. Okay, let's start. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go back to my, so I've deleted this thing. Is it okay? I've deleted this thing, and the body is now empty. So from 16 onwards, make sure you don't delete this body, must be there. 17 onwards, it's empty. 25 onwards, don't touch it. Okay. All right. So now let's go to Bootstrap. I'm going to go to Bootstrap. If I refresh this page, it's gone because I've deleted, right? Okay. Good. Now I'm going to go to Bootstrap, and I'm going to type, okay, I'm going to type a simple ready-made web page called Jumbotron. This is the most basic, so let's use this first. Jumbotron in the search area. Just click Jumbotron. Can you see that?
Wait a minute. What do you want that to be?
Okay, again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. All right. I'm going to do it. Okay. So in your search area, just type Jumbotron and click on Jumbotron. You see that? Okay, good. So once you see that, okay, you try. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. You try. Someone's. Can you please mute? Somebody's mic is on. Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay. Good. Now go scroll down a bit. Scroll down. Can you see that hello world and so on? All right. If you scroll bottom some more, you will see copy. Can you please copy that? All right. So I would like this to appear on the web page. That's it. Okay. So I'm going to copy that. Okay. There are many templates, but I'm going to use this first. All right. As a starter. And have you copied it? Everyone has copied. Now please go back to your subline and just paste on 17 or 18. That's fine. I'm just going to paste it on the 18. All right, just paste it. That's it. And save it, please.
Just Control copy?
Yeah, copy and save it. Okay, so you should see something like this. Please save it.
Ah, you mean paste it, right?
Paste it. Sorry, my mistake. paste it. All right, so once you paste it here, you should see this stuff. All right, now let's go back to our.
Yes. I still see that hidden, that part that we did control plus forward. I can still see it.
Okay, so what do you do? Make sure, is this empty? Is this empty? Delete this whole thing here.
Okay, I need to delete.
Delete, all right. Now, once it's empty like this, don't delete 26, right? Line 26. Now, just paste it here.
17.
Yeah, 17, 18 is fine. Space doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, so you should say this. Okay, save it, please. Okay, good. Now, go back to your Google and please take a look at your Peace Village tab. Refresh it. You have created the header. That's it. All right. So there are many, it's almost similar to a content management system, but that you have to pay, and this is totally free. All right. So once you know it, you can actually do whatever. There's so many variations you can do. So right now, what do you want to do is, I'm going to ask you to do this stuff. Hello world, can you see hello world? Change that to Brahma Kumari's Peace Village. Could you do that?
Brother, I still have trouble trying to get into the Jumbotron.
On your own? So now let's take a look. How could you try changing hello world to Brahma Kumari's Peace Village or something?
No, I haven't changed anything. I go onto the Jumbotron and then I don't know where to go.
Again, all right. So you've got Jumbotron here?
No, I mean on the actual Jumbotron website.
No, have you pasted this thing here? Have you pasted this code here?
I think her question is about how to get from their website.
Okay, fine. All right. So anyway, I'm going to repeat. So first step, you paste it here and make sure you save it. If you don't save, it's not going to show. So please make sure you Control S or save it. Then you go to Google browser.
Right.
And you need to refresh it. Can you see this refresh button at the top? Click it.
Refresh button at the top, click it.
It has been changed.
Is it happening?
No, because the problem is I don't have it on Google. It won't take Google, so I'm just doing it on the actual, just like the text.
No.
Nanda, she's having challenge to copy from Bootstrap to the index.html.
Is that the problem?
And then the other problem was I can't open it on Google. It won't let me. So it comes out just like a regular tablet, you know, with all the numbers and everything.
Okay, hang on. Okay, let me just solve this for you. Okay, if you are looking at your Sublime, does it say index.html?
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay.
Yes.
And you can see red, green, yellow, and all these colors are there?
Yes.
Good. Now, so again, sometimes this happens. Okay, now, if under the body, let's say I've deleted, is this where you pasted the Jumbotron?
I never got to the Jumbotron.
Ah, so that's your problem. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I never got to.
Okay, so let's go to Google or Edge or whatever you're using. Are you in the Bootstrap? Are you in the Bootstrap page?
No.
Can you go to the Bootstrap? No, type Bootstrap.
Yeah,
okay.
I am on the Bootstrap page.
Okay, good. In the search area, type Jumbotron. Click on it.
Okay.
You see it? Jumbotron?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And
well,
hello world. Yeah, and you can see the copy. All right, got it?
No, because brother, when I click on it, it comes out as examples.
Yeah, so I also got that you have to have 4.6 component. That's the thing. You see on the brother, it says V 4.6 version.
Yeah.
That is important.
Is that what you're having?
Okay.
Okay.
For me, I have versions 5.
No, don't go to version 5. Version 5 is not, it's still under testing. So just go to 4.6, that's fine. Okay, all right, let's get that right. Okay, so the rest of you, do you think you could change those hello world and, all this? Type something here. Type something here. All right, type something here. Create something. See whether it works for the rest of you. Okay, so let's go on, sister. So now, could you just copy? Do you see the Jumbotron? Are you seeing it?
Let me try again. Okay, hello world.
Ah, good. You're seeing hello world. Good. Scroll it down, scroll down, and please copy it.
Got it.
Copy, good. Ah, good. Let's paste it here under the body on number 18 or 17.
Okay.
Right. Paste it.
Okay.
Save it.
Okay.
Now go back to your Google or browser and let's look at the Peace Village. Refresh it.
Brother Nanda?
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yes.
How are you running the website to see it on a browser? I may have missed that.
Okay, so what you need to do is, now meanwhile, the rest of you, please try. All you have to do is open your folder. Do you have your folder?
Yes, brother.
Click on the index. When you click on the index, double click, it opens.
Okay, thank you.
All right, okay. So the next time you don't have to click on the index again, you can just open Google and it's there. Okay, so if you have this, now how many of you have actually changed this successfully? Please do that. All right, good. So I'm going to type it in here. Okay, now how do you type it in? Let's take a look if you're not so sure. Now, look at this. I'm going to show you a few stuffs here. On 18, you see this div. Can you see div? 18, div. If you click on the div, I'm going to make this bigger. If you click on the div, if I click on the div, can you see this is the opening div? Div means division. It's a box, just like this box. So this entire gray stuff here, gray color or whatever you see, this whole thing is a box. The web page is designed using boxes. The informations are placed in boxes. So this one whole gray stuff here, where the hello world and the learn more, they're all inside one big box. And that box is called as div. All right, can you see? So what is a div? A div is a box. And inside that box is where we place all our information. All right, so that's a div. Now I can have space here, no problem, so that you can see it clearly. Okay, can you see? So that's my div, the box, and that's the closing, opening, and you need to close it. A closing must have a /. That's how it reads. Okay, because if you don't close, then the browser does not know where to stop. Okay, open, close. Now, whatever you type is all inside. H1 simply means header. So I'm going to change, do not worry about all these things yet. I'm going to change this into Brahma Kumari's Peace Village. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to save it. So that's going to be my header. Okay, I can give some space if you want to. What is P? P stands for a paragraph. So there is something there. All right. So your typing area is always the white colored font. The white color font is what you type. The red, the green, the yellow are all for the browser, okay? So if you want to change something, you want to type something, it's the white color that you need to change, white color font. So here you can type something like, okay, what is Peace Village all about? You can type something there. If you have something, you can try it out. Okay. You just try, okay? So those of you are a bit slow, as I'm just talking, you try to just follow also. All right, so what's H1 again? It's your header. Okay, I'm going to save it and I'm going to see what happens. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, I'm going to go into my Google now and I'm going to refresh, see what happens. Refresh. There it comes. Okay, so you can now type whatever you want explaining what is Peace Village. And wherever there is wording, you can type or you can even add more. Okay, good. Is okay so far?
Yes.
No.
Okay, you try this. Then you'll also see this blue color button on my browser where you click learn more. If you click it, nothing happens. Nothing happens, all right? So that learn more, if you click it, it should connect you to somewhere else. I'm going to show you that also. So let me give you some time. Okay, I'm going to wait for a while. Back to my Sublime Text. Is there any question you'd like to ask? The rest of you, you can type something for Peace Village. You can put in something here. Okay. If you're okay. Okay, so I'm going to repeat. Now, what have we done? We have just placed a Jumbotron. This is the Jumbotron. All right. How? I copied from the Bootstrap and I pasted it here. Now, what's a div? A div is a box. So whenever you want to type, you must start with a div because a div says you are creating a box. Information goes into the box. All right. So whenever you want to type something new. Right now we are typing inside this box, which is called Jumbotron. What's a class? A class is a name of the box. So this div is a box and the name of the box is called Jumbotron. That's it. The Jumbotron is placed inside, what do you call this, brackets, open and close commas or whatever. Okay, inverted commas. Always the name is inside this inverted commas. So what's a class? A class is a name. Name of what? Name of the box. Because we're going to create many boxes. Some boxes will be for images, some boxes for videos, and we're going to place our information in those boxes. So that's how the web page is created, using boxes. Okay. What's H1 is just an header. What's P? P is a paragraph. So each time they create a header, Bootstrap gives it a name. So you don't have to change it because it's already done for you. The name can be anything. You can just call it as your own name. John, class is John, class is Nanda. It doesn't matter, it's just a name, all right? Now, what's a HR? HR simply stands for horizontal line. Is that horizontal line? Let's take a look. I'm going to go back to my Google. Refresh it. Now, can you see there's a horizontal line just below this? This is a simple hero unit. There's a horizontal line, so that's called the HR line. If you don't want it, you can just delete them. Okay, so what's a P again? A paragraph. Now, what's a A? A is what we call as a hyperreference tag. A, what's a A? A means when you click this, it's a button. Can you see it's a BTN, means button. When you click it, it's going to take you somewhere else. All right, I'm going to show you an example. All right, so now let's go back here. So can you see this learn more? All right, learn more. So if I click this, and if you want people to actually move on to another page, another site, so this is very useful, or another part of your web page, then this is very useful. So I'm going to give you an example, all right? So, but before that, I'm going to open Peace Village, Peace Village, is it called Retreat Center? Retreat Center, yeah, okay, let's try this, okay, good. You see that? Okay, so this is Peace Village. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. Can you see? I've just opened Peace Village page. You see that? Okay, and I'm going to copy this address, website address of Peace Village. I've just copied it, Control C. I've just copied it, and I'm going to close it. So if you see now in my Google browser, there's only two tabs. That is Jumbotron, and that's what we have created. Okay. Now I'm going to change this learn more stuff so that it takes you to the website. Now let's try that. How? I'm going to go into my Sublime. Watch first, then you'll do it. Okay. Can you see this H on number 28? Href. Href means that's the linking part. So I'm going to paste the address of Peace Village between these two inverted commas. I'm going to copy and paste it. Did you see what I just did? I'm going to undo. All right, can you see this empty space? I'm going to paste the address, HTTPS, which I just copied, Peace Village Retreat. That's it. And save it. Now, what have I done? Again, I will undo it. Can you see this A button on 28? That's a button when people click, it's going to take you somewhere else in your page or outside of your page. So all you have to do is paste the address of whatever web page you want. Whatever web page you want. Here, hyperref, href, just paste it there. So I've pasted HTTPS, this is the Peace Village address. Save it, please. I've saved it. Hang on, let me show you, then you try. I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to refresh. Okay, all right. So right now, if I click Learn More, it should take me to Peace Village. I'm going to click Learn More right now. Can you see that? So it has taken you to another page. So this is how we link multiple pages or wherever you want them to go. Let's say you want them to go to YouTube to watch Dadi's or Didi's or somewhere else, any other pages in the US, you want to link it to multiple other centers. So let's go back here. Let's say, I'm going to change this now, learn more, right? Okay, I'm going to go back to my, this. Can you see this word, learn more? Always it's the white color font which you change. I'm going to say, take me to Boston Center. Can you see Boston Center? Example. All right, I'm going to save it. I'm going to refresh this thing. Now, right now is learn more, refresh it. Can you see it's Boston Center? So I can have Boston Center, or what else is there? Oregon, or I'm not sure, Canada. So you can put many buttons, and when people click, it's going to take you to Boston. Right now it's Peace Village. So that's the function of the buttons, or we call it as a button. Are you all right? So let's do it together. I'm going to undo this thing. I'm going to undo this thing. Okay. So there's a hashtag here. Can you see that? You just need to remove the hashtag. Copy an address. It can be any address, website address, and can you please paste it here? And then change the button here. Buttons, learn more, into anything you like. Okay. Can you try that? I'm going to give you a minute. And then see whether it works. Make sure you save it after you've done it. Can you try? So those of you who are still not sure about something, please ask me questions. The rest of you, please try. I'm going to give you some time, 2 minutes maybe. You can even choose Wikipedia. Let's try Wikipedia's address, something different. So open Wikipedia, copy the address, put it there. Or if you have another center's address, paste it there. That's also fine.
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes.
So just to clarify, so we're looking at this line for you, it's line 28.
Yes.
And we're going to the href part of it. That's the link, correct?
This is where you paste the link. Remove the hashtag and paste the link.
Okay. And when I do that, that links the page that we're creating right now.
No, you have to save it first and then go to browser, Google, refresh it, and then you can click the button, see what happens.
Right, because that links the page that we are creating now with the page that we found on Google, like for instance, Boston Center. Okay, thank you.
I'm going to try, where else? Google. I'm going to try YouTube. So I'm going to copy YouTube. I just copied YouTube. Okay, I'm going to close YouTube. And I'm going to try YouTube. I'm going to paste YouTube's address. You can put anything you like, all right? So this is very useful because this is how we get people to, visit multiple pages in your main website. All right, okay, so I've got YouTube here. And this learn more, I'm going to change it to YouTube. YouTube. Okay, save it. Okay, so hopefully you're getting it right. Okay, save it, please. Don't forget. I've got YouTube. Is it working for you? Now try clicking on it. Yeah, it opens YouTube. You see that? Okay, then arrow back. Okay, I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to wait for you. You please try your best. I'm going to wait for you. No worries. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody's okay?
Yes, brother.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to undo it. Okay, good. All right, so this is your page, right? This is your page. Okay. Now let me just explain to you something else. So if I take you back to Google, all right? Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use YouTube, okay? YouTube.com. So that's mine. And make sure you remove the hashtag. You don't need that. Save it. And here it is YouTube. I'm going to show you something else. So you need to watch this. Okay. I've now done this. YouTube. Is it youtube.com? Yeah, looks like that. No. Where's the www? Save it. Okay. Refresh. So it's taking me to YouTube. But however, now you see this YouTube channel, that means whatever I've clicked here on this blue button here, I'm right now on this Peace Village page. But what I want is, when I click this, I want this YouTube page to be opened in a new tab, not on the same page, because I don't want people to leave Peace Village. I want this Peace Village page to remain, and YouTube is to be opened in a new page, in a new tab. You get what I mean? But right now, what happens when you click? The Peace Village page is gone and the YouTube has taken over it. I don't want that. You see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? I want it to open in a different tab, another page. Good. So what you do is, let's go back to the subline. At this place where you have now placed this, right? This is the address. What you have to do is, at the end of it, not inside the inverted, outside the inverted commas, just before the word role, R-O-L-E, just type target, T-A-R-R. The moment you type, it will suggest. Can you see target? Just click target. You see, target comes up. Can you see that? Again, I'm going to show it to you again. T-A-R, and it already suggested. It's suggesting to you. Sublime is telling you, is it target? Yeah. So then you just click target. Then you type underscore, shift underscore blank. Just type blank, meaning you're instructing Google to open this YouTube page in another blank page. That's it. Can you see that? I'm going to redo it. Okay, I'm going to redo it. So target, let me make it smaller. Target is already suggesting to you, choose that or enter. So you again, there's two inverted commas. Inside that, please type underscore blank. So this is the code that you need to tell Google, and please save it. So you are telling Google, please open YouTube in a blank page whenever someone clicks the button. That's it. Okay, could you try that, please, and see whether it works? Please save it. Please save it and try. I'm going to wait for you. Make sure you save it.
Yes, it's working.
So it's opening on a different page. All right, so that means, all right, it works. Now I'm going to go back. You try. I'm going to give you time. Don't rush. I'm just going to open Peace Village again. Let's try Peace Village. Retreat Center. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, why am I showing you this? Okay. I hope it works for everybody. All right. Now, let's come back to my page. You should be seeing Peace Village if you're looking at what I'm doing. Now, can you see what's on top of Peace Village? Yeah. All this is called the navigation bar, which I'm going to show you by today. This is the navigation bar. So if you go here, it comes out. Can you see? Now, if you click this, let's try doing something here. Let's click this, see what happens. I'm going to click this thing, all right? I'm going to click this logo, Brahma Kumari's Peace Village. Okay, I'm going to click this thing. Nothing happens, fine. I'm going to click home or upcoming event. Let's click upcoming event. Can you see? It's actually taking me to another page. That's what we just did. Can you see that? So if I click home, it brings me back to the home page. So this is how you're linking. So these are the buttons. So what we just learned is the basic of linking. So you can link. That means if I click watch in Hindi, is there such thing? Yeah, okay. It's taking me to another page, videos. So if somebody wants to watch more, I want to know about the bookshop. I click bookshop, it takes me to the bookshop. So how is this done? These are all links. Okay, so what we have just learned is how to link. That's it. Okay, so these are the basic stuff. So how to link? Whatever page you want to link is typed at this position, href. There is no target just now in the Peace Village because the whole web page is ours, so you don't need a target. you put a target blank only if you want to go out of your page into somewhere else. If not, people are staying in our web page, so you don't need a target blank. Is that okay? Now, let me just stop for 1 minute. Are you okay? Okay, all right, good. Hopefully, all right, good. Now let's make some modifications. Yes, please.
I didn't get the blank. Is it just the underscore is on one side of blank or on both? Because it's not coming up blank for me, the YouTube.
No, I'm going to type, okay, I'm going to redo it again. Type after the inverted commas, the .com, TAR, and just click on the target. Okay. And inside that inverted commas, you need to press your shift and that minus button. Shift and the minus button, and then type blank.
Yeah, I did all that.
And save it, please. Did you save it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So that should work. And refresh it.
Yeah.
It should open. I should open in another page.
It's opening, but it's opening to a regular YouTube page.
Okay, is that Peace Village still there? Your page, the original page still there? And YouTube is opening on a different page, or is it on the same page?
Oh, I think I took the Peace Village out. I replaced the Peace Village with YouTube, so I have just exactly what you have.
Okay. Okay. So is the YouTube page actually popping up?
Yeah.
Okay. So after the com, do you have a target?
Yeah.
Okay. You have an equal, you have a open inverted commas, you have a underscore, blank, and close.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you have saved it, and when you saved it, did you refresh it?
I saved it, and I'm going to refresh it again.
Refresh it, and try clicking the button now. Does it work? Is there any difference?
The button takes me to a YouTube page.
Yeah, it should take you to
blank.
YouTube.
It does, but it's not blank.
No. What I mean by blank is it's not a blank thing. It just opens another window. That's what it means by blank. Does that happen to you?
Yeah.
So you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, good. So now, let's take a look. Now, is there anything here? Now, let's close the YouTube. So if you're happy with this title here and you've got something here, do you still need this part? Okay, so let's keep this YouTube button here. Let's keep this utility typography. Let's keep this here. What I'm going to do is I would like to place my navigation bar below this thing, this here, navigation bar. Now, what's a navigation bar? Let me show it to you again. All right, make sure you are clear. Peace Village Retreat Center. Now, this home, upcoming events, program library, this is what we call as our navigation bar or nav bar. So I'm going to add this nav bar into our web page. You getting it? So that's my next plan. My next plan is to add this navigation bar into my page. You got that? So I'm going to close Peace Retreat, Peace Village, and I'm going to add it right above this line, HR line. It's above, all right? Okay, so now let's do that. So where am I going to add this thing? Where's my HR line? It's on 24. So I'm going to add it on 23. So I'm going to create some space here. Okay, doesn't matter, it's just a space. I'm going to add my nav bar somewhere here, the quotes for it. You okay with that? Let's save it. Okay. So now I'm going to go to my Bootstrap. and type Navbar. That's it. Navbar or navigation bar, it doesn't matter. Just type Navbar. I'm going to wait for you. Could you please go to Bootstrap and type Navbar and click on it. Click on it. Okay, I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to give you a minute. Go to Bootstrap. On the search column, on the search area, type Navbar. All right, good. Okay, everybody's okay? Working for you? Good. Scroll down if you have done it. Just scroll down. Okay, scroll down and you will get many. That's the first Navbar. It is suggesting to you. Would you like this? Now, I'm not going to use this now. I'm going to scroll down further. Okay, there are many types. Let's choose something simple for us right now. I'm going to go somewhere down, 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 down. I'm going to choose this. Now, it's got a Navbar. It's got a drop-down link. Can you see that? Drop-down link. Could you come to this, please? Navbar, home, features, pricing, drop-down link. I'm going to choose this stuff. Okay, I'm going to show it to you again. For those of you who have just arrived at Navbar page, scroll down, Navbar, scroll down. Okay, let's go down. After the brand is here, go down some more. And then you see nav, go down some more. Okay, I am going to have it here, drop down link. Is everybody okay? Now just copy it, please. Could you just copy it? Copy it, yeah. So that's the Navbar, home, feature, pricing, drop down link. Okay, what's a drop down link? If you click on it, comes out. Okay, so copy it, please. And once you have copied it, let's paste it. Let's paste it in my Sublime is 23, 24, 25. I'm going to paste it at 25. I'm going to give some, say, 30 seconds for you to do that. The rest of you, if you have any question, if you're stuck at the Bootstrap, please ask me. If you have done a mistake, just undo it, all right? Undo it and then repaste it. Okay, I'm going to copy it. Okay, I'm going to try it. All right, I'm going to paste it at 25. Control V. That's it. It went so quick. So it's from 25. Can you see 25? And it's going on for me up to 53, 54, 55, just above the HR line. You should have this stuff. Please save it. Please save it.
Can you repeat where you inserted it again?
Can. I'm going to do that. All right. So this is my original. I've copied. And I'm just going to paste it at number 25. At this row, horizontal row, number 25 or 24 or 26, doesn't matter. Space does not matter. Control and Control V. Just paste it. And it's so quick. Okay, so from 25, at 25, you should see the word nav. The nav with the opening arrow brackets. And then the closing brackets for me is at 53, the closing brackets of nav. Okay, now, how do you know you have done it correctly? If you click on this 53 closing, you should see an underline dotted lines. Can you see? That means the opening pair is above. So if you go back to 25, you'll see that line below the nav. Let me make it bigger. Can you see below the nav? I'm going to click the nav and you see the dotted lines below it, which means it has got a pair opened and closed properly. It's done properly. So you are okay. All right. So please save it, please. Please save it. Let's see what happens. Save. Okay. I'm going to wait for you. Those of you who have done it, please go to your Google browser and see, refresh it and see whether anything has happened. All right. I'm going to go to my Google. Peace Village.
Yeah.
Refresh. you see a bar. Am I right? You should be seeing what I'm seeing. Let's wait for a while. Are you seeing it?
Yes, I can see it.
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
Good. Good. What you have done right now is you have now created the header, Brahma Kumari's Peace Village, and some information explaining something, simple one. And then you are giving people the choice. Where do you want to go? Do you want to stay in the home page? Do you want to go to videos? Do you want to go to somewhere else? Do you want to go to our courses? So this is the navigation bar, which is going to navigate the user through the many contents that you have. You getting it? All right, good. So now I am not so interested in this bottom part here. I'm going to delete this for time being. Later we can add this stuff. Let's delete that for a while, see what happens. Okay, let's delete that. Okay, so everybody, hopefully everyone gets this stuff. Okay, let's go back to my subline. Now remember, don't touch the nav. The nav ends here. HR line is here. HR horizontal line. I don't want my HR line. Let's say I want to remove the HR line. I also want to remove my paragraph. And I also want to remove the button, but please be careful. Do not delete the div because that's the box. You don't want to delete. So when you delete something, please be careful. So I'm going to delete 56. You set your numbers, which one you want to delete, all right? I'm going to delete 56 up to 60. So I'm going to delete that. Let me delete and show you first, careful. Let's delete that, okay? All right, so my div is still there, save it. I'm going to show you first, then you do. I'm going to go back to my browser, then refresh. Good, so now I've got the header, something explaining, and I've got my navigation bar. This is the simplest header we can do, which looks okay. You can adjust the color later, remove the white, remove the gray, put a picture, all those can be done, all right? But what have you done? You have just created the header and the navigation bar, exactly like Peace Village. Let me take you to Peace Village again, okay? All right, so Peace Village looks different. The design is different, that's okay. So it's got a background of this photo and we have placed all this navigation bar on the photo. That's your creativity. I'll show you that, no worries. But our page is different. It's got a header and it's got navigation. The images, background image can be done easily, no worries. So are you happy with this kind of design or you would like a different design? So that's what I wanted to be very clear in this course, because you need to be clear, how do you want it? Do you want it at the top, like Peace Village here? Or do you want to have something else? Right here is just the logo and the Peace Village. And the header, empower your pure potential. This is not text. This is not text. Can you see? This is an image. But what we have done is we have put a text. Of course, we can beautify this with different designs later. Now what you can do, you can add a photo here if you want a picture. So now you need to think, do I want my photo or image to be behind this? Or do I want my image to be below this? Or do I want my image to be just at this one corner at the right-hand side? So the designer needs to think, okay, how do I do this? All right, you getting me? Okay, do you wish to ask any questions? If not, I'm going to ask you to do this for me. What did I just do? I just deleted HR up to A. I've added my navigation bar and I've deleted this. Would you like to try it? Those who have done it, you could ask me some questions. That's also fine. So I've got it back.
Brother, how do we remove the white box that the nav bar in?
This box?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. Okay, I could show you that. Okay. So you have actually done this thing. Okay, so I'm going to delete this thing. Done. Save it. Okay. So you've got these colors here, but these colors are, I mean, set by Bootstrap. You can change them easily. Okay. I'm hoping that everybody has got something similar. Okay. All right. Let me just teach you the last thing today. What have we learned today? We have learned how to put the Jumbotron, page number 18, which is the simple header. So that's from 18 up to 22. Then inside the Jumbotron, remember, it's still inside the Jumbotron. Remember the div, can you see this 18? If I click this, the partner, this is the opening. The partner for the div is at 58. And our nav bar, which starts from 25, is actually, let me make it small. Can you see from 25 is actually inside this div. So the div is the box at number 18. Everything else is inside that box. Okay, you need to understand, that's what we have learned. So now we have got this nav bar. Can you see that? Now, sister's question is it possible to change the color? Okay, right? Can. Let's go back. Let's go to Bootstrap. Okay, now I'm in Bootstrap. Now, under search, click color. And just click OK. Now I'm going to show you. So now Bootstrap communicates with Google or the browser with different names. Can you see? If you want blue color, blue is called primary. If you want dark gray, it's called secondary. If you want something light white or something else, then these are the names. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the background to red, which is called danger. I'm going to just type danger. All right, so danger, but in front there's a text. You see text, that means this is called text color. So if I choose danger, it's going to be red. If I choose warning, it's going to be orange. All right, so if you want green, then it's going to be called success. Okay, let's choose danger. See what I'm going to do? Okay, now let's go back here. Okay, now this is called the nav bar. Can you see the nav bar, right? The nav bar's background is white. So I'm going to say, go look for that color. Where is that white? Okay. Can you see the nav bar here at 25, 25, 25? Can you see that? All this. But look at the BG. Can you see that BG? Big BG means background color. And it says light. Now, what is light? Light, let's go back again. Now. Can you see light means white? Light means white. But I want red. I'm going to put danger. All right, so I'm going to go back and remove this light, delete this light, and type danger. So danger means red. So logically now, my color, background color will change to danger. Okay, let's check whether it works. So this is white, right? It should become red, logically. So let's check. I'm going to refresh. It's gone red. So if you don't want any color, so you just choose what color would you like. So same goes to this. You can change this. So this is how we change color, by just following Bootstrap's names. That's it. All right. But if you want to make it a different color totally, then of course we will learn that in third lesson, maybe second or third lesson. All right. Okay. So I hope you're okay with that. All right. So what have you learned? Today you've just learned the names of colors, given colors by Bootstrap. Okay. All right. Is there anything which is confusing you up to now? All right. Okay. So this is now your beginning web page, the header and your navigation bar. Let's try to change this into blue. Blue stands for primary. Okay, I'm going to change to primary. So type primary, primary, save it. I just type primary. Can you see that? Okay, let's go back. Refresh, changed. But of course, these colors are so striking. You may want something more, pastel or something nicer. We can choose that. Okay, so you want to try? You want to try one? Could you just change it to success, green maybe, or whatever color? Try and see whether it works for you. Come on. So choose the correct part, the nav. Go to BG.
I can't change the color.
Not working? Did you save it?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, undo it. Let's go back. You must refresh the page.
Yeah,
refresh
Navbar BG-primary.
Type primary. Did you delete the, did you delete the inverted commas accidentally?
No.
No, so it's exactly BG primary?
Yes.
You need to be exactly same. Okay, let's undo it and let's retype it. Let's undo, get back the original. Okay. Okay. All right. Type again. Let's type it, primary. And careful when you delete. You don't want to delete unnecessary quotes. Save it, please.
Okay.
Okay, now let's go back to your Google. Make sure you refresh it.
Yeah,
okay.
I changed it.
So normally when it doesn't change, you could have done some small mistake and it's difficult to see. Just undo it and redo. Okay, so does it work for everyone?
Brother,
yes.
So the color works. Just a quick question, that Navbar for home, how do we remove that?
Which one? Navbar?
So if you go back to the website.
Okay, website.
On that blue navbar, that word navbar, how can
you
we
want to remove this navbar?
Yes.
Okay, that's simple. Okay. So remember, these are words visible to the user. Words visible to the user is normally in white color fonts. All right. So let's go back. So where is the navbar in white color? Number 26. Can you see that?
Yes, got it. Yes.
Do not delete any other navbar because all those are codes communicating, codes needed to communicate with Google. We change the white color font. So if you delete that, or you could delete the entire A on number 26. Try deleting entire A. Delete the entire A, number 26. Try deleting. I'm going to delete. All right, you try and see. Delete. Okay.
Yeah, this worked, brother.
All right, so now save it. Now let's go back. Yeah, okay. So I will teach you how to adjust all these things. But so this is how now if you click something, yeah. All right, so this is the basic. So what we have learned today before we finish the class, you have learned how to type. You have learned how to place a simple header. All right, this is a paragraph. And you have learned how to place the navigation bar. So today would be challenging because It's the first time you're actually looking at it. But now the whole idea is you just have to copy it from Bootstrap, whatever's there, it's all there, and just place it at the right place. That's it. So once you learn how to do that, you can create your web page. You get it? So the key point is what? You need to learn how to take things, take the information from Bootstrap, whatever. That's what I'm teaching you, how to use the resource, and then place it at the right place in your Sublime text, and your web page is created. All right. So this is what we're trying to do, create from scratch. And once you have created the entire page, then I'll teach you how to get people coming into your website, which is the most important stuff. Now, what do you need to do? What I want you to do as a homework, all right? You don't have to submit this thing, anything, because I think it's straightforward. All right. So what you can do is you can create a new folder for testing purpose. All right. You can create, all right, and recreate this if you want to, or delete everything and recreate. Look at the video if you want to, it's fine. And the most important thing is I would like you to have a rough idea of, especially those who are creating your centers web page and Peace Village, how would you like your web page to look like? Okay, now then, let's go back here. Now then, what I would like you to do is in your images, can you see? Get some of the background photos or images that you would like to place. Example, last one, before we finish our class. All right, I'm going to go to images of Google. I'm going to type Peace Village, Retreat Center, Brahma Kumaris, USA. Good. I'm not sure what photo you like. Okay, I'm going to take this. Make sure it's clear. Get a good one. All right. And let's save this stuff. Save image. And make sure you save it into your folder here. Can you see? Website USA images, save it. Peace Village, background. Okay, give a nice name. Okay, fine. And save it. Okay. So once you do that, all right, again. So once you do that, I've got some images here. I'm going to use this image and place it as the background later on. So whatever images you want, just save them here so that we can use it later on. Okay. Or if somebody wants to create a standardized images, whoever, save for me, say about 5 or 6 photos, images, and videos in the right folder. And then we can share with everyone where everybody can standardize and use the same images. It's also possible. All right. Or let's see, or maybe I will get it for you. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's stop at this point. Any other questions you have? I'm going to close my Sublime. Just save it and close it. Yes.
Hi, just a quick question. What's the resolution? Does that matter in the size of the image?
Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's take a look. Peace Village. So if you go over something, if you go over this picture, it says it's 799,450. That's really half the size of the screen. So it's probably good if you can get like, what's the resolution? 1,900. Let's see whether we have something here. Wait, let me see what's the size of, I forgot, sorry, I'm so sorry, in pixels. What size is this? Oh, it's too big. What we want is not A4. Size of a screen, monitor. Let's see where that comes out. Okay. Ah, yeah, it's 19, sorry. This is good. If you can get this stuff. 19201080. That's good. That's a video size. So that covers your entire screen. So if we can get this resolution, then you don't have to shrink it or you don't have to make it bigger, so it's clear. If you can get it. But for practice purpose, if you can't, it's fine. We will adjust. All right? Okay, if you can. I will try to also save some images and pass the link to Sister Kiran and Brother Santiago, and then they can share with you. So we can all have the same images. All right? I will also try. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah.
Brother, what is the extension of the image? It's a JPG or I missed that, I guess.
We can take JPG or PNG. It's fine. JPG, JPEG or PNG.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Good. Okay. So let's stop this thing. Hang on.
Nandabhai,
Yes.
you'll be sharing the recording with others?
Yes, I will upload this into the YouTube and pass the link to Sister Kiran or Brother Santiago. Yeah. Santiago. All right. I will do that. Okay.
So do we save the files that we did today? Or?
Yes, please do save that.
So brother, everyone will have an opportunity to have a link to this class so we can review it.
Yes, definitely. I'm sure Brother Santiago will pass it to whoever wants.
Oh, okay. Super. Thank you.
Should do it. Okay. All right. So let me quickly. All right. So let's quickly just stay in remembrance for a while. Okay. And then let's try.